Bam, Wilt, Kobe. That will forever stay engraved in my brain because I cannot believe that I just watched Bam Adebayo outscore Kobe's 81-point game. Now, I understand that people are not very fond of the idea because it was somewhat fabricated at the end, right? Like, I mean, they were just trying to rush the ball in his hands and he was just trying to get as many fouls. I get it. I really do get it. But there have been people online who want to just hate on everything. Like, I really don't understand why NBA fans say that they're fans, but then when there are records being broken, there's always something. And this is just to kind of get off topic for one quick second. Look at the past couple NBA finals. How many times does an NBA team win and now there's always an asterisk on everything? When it's not the outcome that you want, you guys get mad. It's always something. When it was Boston, it was just like they were against the Mavericks and they weren't as good of a team, whatever. It was like an easy schedule. When it was OKC last year, the historic OKC team, it was, they had an easy schedule. It was the injuries. It was all that shit. Right, I get it. But it happens every single year where there's always an asterisk. When Denver won, it was always against Miami, another easy schedule. Like, bro, the injuries, the schedules, what are these teams supposed to do? And it's the same thing here. When it comes to records being broken, I just know that every time someone breaks a record, there's always going to be, it's because of this. And it's with every single sport. And what really bothers me, because it's not only about basketball, but it really is about every sport out there, NFL, soccer, MLB, basketball. It's always those people who say that they enjoy watching the game that go out there and start hating on it and saying like, it's only because of this happened or this player could do the same thing. If it's so easy to do it, why hasn't it been done before? It bothers me. And I'm not saying that the 83 points are people saying that it's easy, but it always happens. It always happens. Then we got people on Twitter, X, Instagram hating on it, saying, that shit wasn't even basketball. It wasn't even fun to watch. Like, yes, it was. Even if like outside of me being a Heat fan, like let's say Jason Tatum got that. I do not like Jason Tatum. I think he's a great player, but obviously I just don't like the Boston Celtics. If he would have dropped 83, 84, 85, I would have still been like, damn. Like, that's impressive because I'm watching history. Even if it's someone that I don't like, I'm watching history happen in front of me. When have we watched a player hit over 75 points in our lifetime? It hasn't happened. We watched Donovan Mitchell, Dame, Luka, Joel Embiid. They dropped 70-something points. But why are they hating? Why hate? You're watching history be made in front of you. The amount of free throws is absurd. But it still happened. It's still 83 points. And it really just bothers me that there's just always something that people want to complain about. It's never, oh my God, it's historic. It's, this happened because of this, or it doesn't even really count. What do you mean it doesn't count? People saying Kobe didn't chase it. He made a record. Bam chased the record. Kobe didn't make no record, bro. Unless you really don't believe that Wilt's 100-point game didn't really happen, which I do believe happened. I just don't think it was 100% like a normal basketball game. I do believe that he was just blocking and goaltending his own teammates' shots to just dunk it. And then when Wilt plays 48 minutes of every single game, if he plays every second of every single game in the 60s against third stringers, because that's what he was playing against at that point. It was third stringers in the 60s. When you're playing against players like that, you're at some point going to drop 80, 90 points. He dropped 100, still insane. Really, it still is insane. But it was just the fact that they would constantly just foul the other team to get the ball back. And they would do this. They would do so much to force it. Now, that did happen to a certain extent in this last game. But he still was dropping, he was still dropping threes. A lot of the fouls, especially during the middle of the game, were a lot of genuine fouls. Bro, Kobe didn't make no record. Bam chased the record, yes. He was there. When will any other NBA player in history say I had a chance to break Kobe's 81? During the game, you had the opportunity to break it. Go down in history. And you're going to say no? What? People are saying he should have stopped at 81 for the respect. Bro, fuck the respect. If Kobe himself was watching that game, he wouldn't have been like, yo, respect my shit. Nah, he would have been like, yo, just keep playing. Outscore it. That's what, like, bro, you just gotta keep playing. Keep scoring. If you have the record in sight, keep going for it. When in NFL, like what 2 seasons ago, the Dolphins versus the Broncos, the Dolphins could have historically beat the Broncos. And I don't remember exactly what record they could have broken. But if they would have like went for another touchdown, they would have broken that record. And they were like, nah, let's just like be respectful. And I was like, yo, go for the record. Go for the record. Break the records. The records are meant to be broken. And it's the same thing with everything. If I see Steph Curry or LeBron stat pad to get 100, even if it is the most fabricated thing ever, it is still 100 points, 70 points, 80 points, 90 points. Like, it doesn't matter. When Luka dropped 70 something points, I remember being like, oh my God, the Hawks weren't playing any defense. Bro, the Raptors, when Kobe dropped 81, were one of the worst defensive like teams in the league. These things are going to happen. But why can't we just not enjoy records being broken? Who would have thought that any player in this league right now was going to drop over 81 points? If there was anybody that would do it, I thought it would be Wemby. And maybe he could still do it. But Bam dropped 83 points. And let's just take Bam out of the equation. I mean, he was the one that did it. But like an NBA player just dropped 83 points. That is insane. And that is record breaking. So let's celebrate it. Why do we hate on the game? Why is that every single time something happens, an MVP winner gets announced, a Finals MVP winner gets announced, a championship or a champion team gets announced, when anything ever happens now, there's just always an asterisk. And I don't see why it's not an issue. Like, I don't see why nobody's like talking about how the fact that every time something happens, there's backlash to it. I understand that not everything's perfect. And this is a little bit outside of the 83 points. But like, when records are being broken, sometimes like you don't want a certain record to be broken. But like, when it happens, don't hate on it. I understand it's Kobe. Everybody loves Kobe. But if the record was gonna be broken, it's gonna get broken. And that's it. If Bam dropped 83, at some point we are surely gonna see someone drop over 90 and 100. It's just a matter of time. But we need to stop with the hate. You're going to look at all-time records list and you're going to look at 83 points with hatred in your eyes. Why? Why, bro? Bam's a cool dude. He dropped 83 points. He broke records with the free throws, the attempted, the made. He dropped records. Broke his own 3-point, I think his own record for like 3 points in a game, right? I think he had 7. That's the more than he's ever had. His last, I think his career high before that was 41, 42, 43, something like that. It's insane. Ignore the hair. Ignore the setup. When I look this way, the hair's just cooked. Just ignore everything, okay? I'm in the middle of moving back and forth between a couple places for dog sitting purposes. But guys, please, let's just enjoy the game of basketball. Like, I don't understand why it's why it's so difficult for someone to be like, oh my God, this happened, without there being like, like, bro, just shut the fuck up. Shut up. History was made. There's gonna be a name in between Wilt, or there is a name between Wilt and Kobe's name. And his name is Bam Adebayo. And we're going to see more names appear on that list too. So we need to stop being so emotionally attached to these records. Because every single day, every week, every month, every year, we're seeing better and better players come out. Every single record at some point will be broken. But we need to just stop with the hate and watch the game. Enjoy the game of basketball. Because at the end of the day, it's a sport. It's a fun sport. I love the sport. You probably love the sport. And if you're over here watching and you're going to critique every single thing that happens out there, why are you watching the game? What is it that you like about the game of basketball? If every time you see a record be broken or a new champion get announced or a new MVP get announced, you're just going to hate. Stop it. Stop it. Find something else to do, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you. But anyways, I appreciate you guys watching the video. The 3 videos a week hasn't been working out, but because of this whole thing back and forth and trying to get a new PC working so I can do more and better edits, but it's just been bothering me to set it up, man. But I'll talk to you guys soon. I appreciate it. Comment, let me know what you guys think about the whole situation. I just think you should enjoy the game of basketball. But like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to watch more videos, because what you're seeing now is just a glimmer of what's going to be in the next month. Not even the next week, hopefully. Hopefully, this time next week, the videos are going to be a completely different type of video. And while I'm probably going to be doing 2 to 3 videos a week, they're gonna be high quality videos. Like quality and like the video is gonna be similar, but like I'm talking about like putting clips, showing you what I'm talking about, more things. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But I appreciate you guys watching. Have a good one. Peace.